Hello everyone at the Socialism Conference. My name is Bart. I'm from the Left Socialist Party in Belgium. And in Belgium there's been an incredible movement developing over the last weeks against the current right-wing government that was elected out of the elections last May. And this government has introduced an incredible assault on the rights of the working class, on the public services and on the labour movement. Now, we've seen an incredible, strong demonstration on November 6th of 150,000 people demonstrating in the streets of Brussels. And since then, 3 regional strikes have taken place in preparation for a general strike on December 15th. December 15th might go into the history books of Belgium as the largest strike in numbers ever, participating, in terms of numbers of Belgian workers participating in it. And this is clearly showing that there is a class battle developing in Belgian society that poses the real question of who rules this society. The crisis that has been present everywhere in the world and that has been very severe in Europe has come to Belgium a bit in slow motion over the last 5-6 years. But this right-wing government wants to catch up with its neighbouring countries, with its competing capitalist classes in other parts of Europe. Which means that they've introduced serious attacks on pensions, with a wage freeze, cuts in public services and so on. Now, we think that the movement needs to continue after New Year with a new series of regional strikes that should maybe end in a 48-hour general strike to absolutely make sure that this government not only cannot continue with this policy, but if necessary can also be completely defeated. And if this would happen in Belgium, it would be a very important example of how a movement can stop governments of introducing neoliberal austerity policies in Europe. Because of course this is not only happening in Belgium, it's happening all over Europe. And unfortunately, many countries and many workers' movements and countries have seen defeats over the last year. If the Belgian movement would be able to topple this government and stop the neoliberal policies, it would be an incredible inspiration for workers worldwide to fight against the capitalist austerity that is imposed on the working class. But on the other hand, it will of course also introduce a search for an alternative to the logic of the profit system that we know. And of course, we will argue that this alternative needs to be a socialist alternative. And in that sense, we hope that as an internationalist organization, also our movement can inspire workers in Israel to also fight the austerity and the neoliberal policies of their government. Solidarity.